downhill fan. Who?
When you don't hit the
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional cloud.
At Metro, we know unlimited data is more important than ever. Switch and get our lowest price on unlimited, just $25. 4 lines of unlimited from Metro, $25 each. Visit Metro.
y'all know
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 5-4. It's a party now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That nigga big.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and that.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because
he
it's contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
What's happening, like,
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man complete.
Burnt his
Past the 20.
Who is that?
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels.
I
And that's
keep forgetting to
exactly
fit my
what they did
depth
there.
chart.
They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook.
Oh, everybody do run fucking cover
You're
4,
right
bro.
about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Now this is
Of course he picks that.
Trying to get it to Davis.
Damn, who the fuck is that?
Picked off at the 16. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he'd hit the sideline. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. The open man is Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th down.
Ah, he actually threw it to him. He had time to throw that shit. Fuck. I'm playing stupid.
DJ with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Clark, I thought he was going to block him.
I'm
not just bring nothing to block nobody.
Between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
All day, baby.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Check, 59. Hey, C6. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. It's outside.
From the 35 on second down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go, Mike.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
I got you, punk.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Safety's creeping. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Allen. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
15 line. 15 line. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
After the penalty, it's Henry. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Don't have a really good cover for me there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To the air, Allen. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Watch the pass. Mike's by full.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now Allen.
No way.
It's caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's
fuck it up and kick you deep.
First half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one
I would
off.
have not kicked that deep.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fuck.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side with Henry.
Damn, he really tackled him while he had wrecking ball on. I don't know what the fuck wrecking ball does though.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That first one free.
Recon, 132 fighter. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 52.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight end right. Out. 3 down. Out. Check 13. Hey, exit. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Record. Fire.
Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard
so ass
line.
right now. Why am I playing like this?
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 10. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. Flush to his right.
But
For a third time tonight, he's
it should be on me. Why I keep doing that shit?
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Fournette, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has it altered when he does.
Bro. Fuck. I keep getting stuck in my fucking D lineman. Damn.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Thank you, bro. Fuck.
He's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different...
Ah, my God, try to die.
See what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Switch. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And for the
I keep throwing fucking picks, bro. I keep throwing fucking picks, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
So that's
I threw like 5 fucking picks.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson.
He is so lucky he fell for it.
His way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
That boy Allen got a motherfucking arm.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let me just keep running the fucking ball. I want to pass, but I can't. I suck at that. Like, fuck, bro. Damn. Keep throwing motherfucking picks and shit. Hey, break that motherfucking tackle, you big bitch.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise.
You big asshole.
Started with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
You're a big bitch.
He's going to be stopped here for no gain.
Yes, you is. You won't break no tackle.
That's going to take us
no,
to the end
none.
of the third quarter
No,
play.
not one tackle. I haven't seen you break a tackle since I've been with using this fucking team. Break a fucking tackle. It ain't that hard. Running cover 3. Put him on the snap.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. No problem there on the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
What is that? Cause it's no way that's a receiver, but that nigga is big, bro. That nigga is huge.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Bartley, you're so fucking slow. Damn, I tried to back him up.
Westbrook, 77 yards.
I gotta stop doing that shit, bro. Not the right team to be doing that shit. That defense with slow ass DBs.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
That's almost like a scoring me, bro. Cause I fucking flies. I need a new defense.
This one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get me fucking killed. Especially on fly routes.
The Titans offense
I'd be underestimating niggas receivers and shit.
Their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Henry.
You just got tackled by who?
Right around the 42.
A motherfucking DB. A DB. A fucking DB.
On 2nd down, it's Henry.
Like that DB is fucking dad. He got
Down to the
tackled by his ass.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Oh, yeah!
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
I don't know my team know what it is, but it's something called blocking.
Going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 17, Tannehill.
Please no.
Fuck! Another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Allen now on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That QB's trash. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared.
Only me, bro. Only me, bro. Damn, God. Fuck that game.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Of course, bro. Like, damn.
It's intercepted.
I fucking lost this game.
Linebacker Miles Jack. There he goes, left side.
Fuck, bro. Damn.
That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
That's it, baby.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Let's go. 30 base. Mike, 44. Hey, D-line. Wahoo. Yep. Mike's focused. Yo, faster. Switch out.
Again, Tannehill. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. One last throw here for Tannehill. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Back to
What the fuck was he throwing at?
This will be incomplete. 1 second left.
Shit, why not? Onside kick that bitch.
So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jaguars, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm mad as fuck. Cause your dumb ass went to Harvard, bro. No one want your bitch ass. Damn, bro. Fuck. I lost that shit.
Why it's so loud, bro?
Oh, you got your phones.